Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with a new Viking Orations. Got another review for you today, and this time around I'm going to be talking to you about the brand new demo from the band Aenigmatum, entitled Adorned in Wrath. And Aenigmatum are a band that should sound familiar to you, as I reviewed their self-titled full-length debut just last year. But if you were not familiar with them, they're a four-piece band out of Portland, Oregon, that formed back in 2017, that plays a really good mix of black metal and death metal. The members of this band are Brian Rush on bass, who, among other things, is known for Luctum. He was formerly of Blood Freak. He's also in a new project called Empyrean Fire, which you will be hearing more about later on, so keep your eyes out for that. You have Pierce Williams on drums, of course known for being in Lord Gore, Torture Rack, among other things. You have Eli Lundgren on guitars, and finally Kelly McLaughlin on guitars and vocals. He is formerly of Blood Freak, as well as formerly in Ascended Dead. As I said, this is their brand new demo. It is their second one overall. It is 2 tracks, clocks in just a little over 12 minutes in length. Previous to this, they did have another demo in 2018 entitled Indoctrination of Mourning, as well as the self-titled full-length from last year. They have a new one coming out, hopefully soon. But for now, this is a stopgap release to kind of give you an idea of what to expect with this new album. And right off the bat, the one thing you will notice about this demo is the drums. I mean, there's only one word to describe them, and that is powerful. I mean, this is just a demo, but the sound is, it's just so badass. I really love the sound of the kick drum, and you got, throughout this whole thing, you've got this thundering double bass drumming, lots of just badass sounding blast beats. I mean, and this is just a demo, so just imagine what the, actual album was going to sound like once they get it recorded. Brian's bass, I mean, I love listening to this guy play bass in pretty much any project that he's in. Here, his bass is just nice and audible. It's very technical sounding, yet still heavy. The tone isn't real super thick, yet it doesn't lose any of the heaviness because of that, though. And it is not super high up in the mix, but it is mixed just right so that you can hear it clearly and you hear the notes that Brian plays. And to me, that reminds me a lot of Alex Webster, who's one of my favorite death metal bassists. So, and of course, if you listen to any Cannibal Corpse album, you can always hear the notes that Webster is playing, and that is the same thing with Brian. I mean, just really well done bass, and bass is definitely something that is really hard to capture that real good tone, but they have done it really good here, I think. Excellent guitar performances from both Kelly and Eli. There's some really killer riffs throughout both of these tracks, and if you break it down, track 1, Despot of Amorphous Dominions, there's this really cool solo about 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the song that I really love. There's lots of fast tremolo picked riffs, very black metal inspired song overall. I love how about 3 minutes into it, it slows down, making you think that the song is over before launching right back into it with this kind of slower blast beat rhythm, and then the picking really picks up the pace. And then, of course, 5 minutes into the song, there's this real nice, heavy riff section that just makes you want to headbang. It's like as soon as that section comes on, you're just like yes. Moving on to track 2, Disenthralled. I love the kind of like haunting intro riff that this song has. And overall, this song leans more towards the death metal side of their sound. And another thing I noticed about it, there's definitely a melodic feel to a lot of the riffs on here. There's a riff about 3 minutes and 38 seconds into it. It's a great example. And it kind of makes me think of Arch Enemy just a little bit when you hear it. And then about 4 minutes and 46 seconds in, it switches to more black metal-esque tremolo picked riffing, which only gets even faster when it hits the 5-minute mark. It's just like, they're already going fast, and as soon as the 5-minute mark hits, they just really pick up the pace and just, are hell-bent at that point. On this demo, I love the vocals from Kelly here, and even Brian and Pierce Linden backing vocals. He's got this nice mid-range growl with these lower end growls that come in at times as background or backing vocals, along with these just sick sounding screams. Track 1, I just love the way they layer the vocals over top of the heavy blast beat section that's going on underneath of it. It's like they got the multiple styles of growls and they're just layering them over each other during that part. I just loved how that sounded. Overall, this is just an absolutely killer demo. I think both tracks really showcase the blend of styles that this band has really well. You got track 1 with its black metal riffing and pace on top of the death metal drumming, while track 2 leans towards the death metal style of riffing with that touch of melody, and then a black metal flourish right towards the end of it. And I just absolutely cannot wait for this brand new album that's coming out. I believe they're going to start tracking it real soon, so you know, who knows, maybe by the end of the year it'll be out. Maybe it'll be early next year. I don't know. But either way, I am looking forward to this. This gets a solid 9.5 out of 10 from me. Definitely go check these guys out. Pick up a shirt. Pick up their first album. Buy the demo. The tape release for North America is being released through Head Split Records. And I have been anxiously looking at that site every day, multiple times a day, just trying to make sure I do not miss getting a tape. That's because I absolutely have to have it in my collection. But yeah, I will leave a link down below so you can check this out for yourself. Go show some support for this band. And that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.